Alright, this is what I did today so far, but I took the tubes and cleaned them up and got them prepped, and I had just a little bit of prep left to do. I did a whole bunch back in town before I came up here, but there was still a little bit left to do, and prepped the bottoms, pulled out or yanked out a couple of or several tacks or staples, and they're pretty easy to come out because all you have to do is just bend them just a few times. It's not too bad, and then they snap. But what I did is I put construction adhesive. It was a liquid nails, heavy duty, general purpose. So I should have brought that out to show you. But anyway, this stuff is pretty thin, and it goes in very gappy. I mean, it fills gaps in really well. It also washes off with water. I was surprised. I'm not used to that, but what I did is I put toilet paper on top of it to get things leveled out, and I used this to push them down and get them all leveled as much as I could, and that worked out pretty well. But when I came to these, the tube was still open, so I said, "Oh, well, let's get this done." And there's a couple here that are pretty deep. So, but and so I didn't fill them up all the way. I don't want to put too much in at one time. This stuff, from recollection, it doesn't want to be a big pile, because so I might come back later and top those off or whatever, but they like to dry. They dry quicker if they're thin, and these are the worst case that I've found was no more than the way this one looks now. Okay, which is not too close to the top. I mean, it is pretty close to the top. So, or to the end of the bottom. Anyway, for this, what I did things a little bit differently as far as the toilet paper thing goes. I used a bottom of a paper cup to tamp those down a little bit and work it. I did this kind of thing and whatever, but and that I really like the result, how that worked out really nice. Yeah, a little bit on top here, but that's okay. That's no big deal. When these things dry, the dampness will leave and it'll shrink a little bit. That's the way I remember this stuff. But like I say, this stuff is different. I think it will shrink, though. It's pretty wet. So, and that's good. I'll be using a case, one of these milk crates, because I left my wood that I had cut and got it all ready for standard rack. I left it at home. So anyway, I think I'll be doing it pretty much just like this, and I'll have ball shells in these, and they work fine. A single shot, just shoot once and let it go. You know, you don't want to reload anything with those because they get hot. But I've had a lot of luck with them. I haven't had any problems with them at all, doing it that way. I had a friend who said that, yeah, they had problems with them busting open, but they were reloading them. So, but it is high density. It is high density polyethylene, HDPE. It's written on here somewhere, and I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really direct you to where this is. where it says that it's HDPE. So maybe you can see it here somewhere and then pause it, but I think it's going to be at the bottom. Anyway, it's good stuff. It's a good caulking tube. I used to use this at work, and I called it "Shits in You." But anyway, that's it. I'm off to the next project.